A few years ago, a friend of mine and I were walking here in Tanner Hills State Park. We were nearing this section, which I recall because this structure that you see was fairly new at that time. It gleamed red, kind of now that a little faded. But as we neared the structure, I heard, mm, 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 and I stopped. And I asked my companion, because the song sounded familiar, "What's that you're humming?" And he said, "Oh, I wasn't humming. I thought that you were." We both stopped. Still, we waited and heard a faint mm. We looked at each other, some fear, a bit of amazement, and we chalked it up to the ancestors. Several years after that, I learned through watching TV there was an archaeological dig here at Tanner Hills State Park, and that the team would be uncovering some of the cabins which had been homes to the enslaved. I got in my car and drove swiftly and asked directions for the dig upon reaching the park, and was directed here. The slave cabins occupied the area that you see just at the end of the walk across this water. Those rocks that you can see, big boulder looking, mark where cabins once stood, homes to the enslaved. There are those who may call me crazy. They have done. It's okay. I know what I heard that day. I heard the ancestors speak. I heard their cry out for recognition, to be remembered, because as long as someone remembers you, you never die. So for all those souls who were enslaved here for so many years at Tanner Hill, I don't know your names, but I remember you, and you, and you. The cook with the big smile and the great tasting food. The granny who soothed with her hands and her voice and her prayers and her song. I remember each one of you who toiled here so mercilessly for someone else's gain. I shall never ever forget you, though I still don't know your name.